Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to share with you in this short video how to make this card. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. John 14 and 27. This is the Prayers and Promises stamp set. One of the stamps that I'm using, the 11 stamps here. It's a beautiful stamp set designed by the $1 Million Sales Achiever, Carol Nordquist. Lots of amazing greetings and things in here that are very versatile for all kinds of occasions. I'm using some new Stampin' Up! Product that will be available starting March the 3rd. This is one of my swaps for Onstage. As a demonstrator, we get to do that if we so choose. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to put all of this together. It'll just be a couple minutes. The other stamp that we're using to make this card it comes from the Made with Sweetness, another online exclusive that will be available to everybody to order March 3rd. And we're using this cute little set of flowers from there. And the first thing, it's called... this card fold, this fun fold is called a center flip card. And so basically the card base is the 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then the middle section here, let's see, this one is 11 by 2 3/4 scored at 5.5. And then I'm using one of the dies from the Filled with Sweetness suite of product. It's this really cute little die right here. Lots of amazing products in the online exclusives. I think this is probably my favorite. So another thing that I'm using is this new beautiful specialty foil paper that's actually from a whole nother suite of product. And that one is from the Garden Textures. And this is going to be the Berry Burst foil. And I'm also using some new Berry Burst shiny ribbon. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, we're going to use some Dazzling Diamonds and our Purple Fine Shimmer Gems to spruce it up a bit. And so our Designer Series paper, that is measured at 5 1/4 by 2 1/2, and that's going to go on top. And then we're going to have a piece of white that's going to be on the inside, and it is measured 5 1/4 by 2 5/8. And the length of the Berry Burst ribbon is 13 1/2. So the first thing that we're going to do to put this one together, like I said, it's really easy. I tend to lose things. There we go. We're going to start with our card base, which is beautiful Blackberry Bliss. And we're also using Blackberry Bliss ink. And then the flowers we're going to stamp in Berry Burst. But first, I'm going to put these little foil strips on each side, so it really looks like you're using the entire strip. But this is a great way to make that beautiful specialty foil paper go a long way. I know some like to use the entire piece on the front, but I think this fold really saves some of that paper, and I can use it on lots and lots of projects. Now this is measured at 5 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch. This is the card base, and we're just going to put the other side on as well. There are so many fun folds out there. It's really hard sometimes to just pick one. But I worked on an Easter project using the Easter Joy Suite. And this was one of the fun folds I decided to go with. All right, so now that we've got that down, we want to go ahead and put our Berry Burst right in the middle. And you just want to double check, because I've done this in the past with this fold. I put it the opposite direction. Right now, as we're putting it on, you just want to make sure that the fold crease is at the top. And then once I've done that, I like to hold down the bottom of my paper after I make sure it's flush top to bottom and left to right. Before I add my adhesive, I just want to double check everything. It normally doesn't take me this long, but trying to pre-record this before I go to onstage so I can upload this for everybody. All right, so that's centered. I'm going to hold down the bottom and I'm going to lift up the top. Again, that fold crease, make sure it's at the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and start applying my adhesive. And then this is important because I accidentally put adhesive there once before. So just make sure you're just putting the adhesive that's on that beautiful Blackberry Bliss cardstock. All right. So now you've got this center flip fold, really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and add this beautiful designer paper, which is also part of that garden suite. I sometimes just get different products and not the entire suite, and this was one of those occasions. Just, I love the paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. Make sure that's centered. I'm gonna add my adhesive. Beautiful. All right, so now we're gonna do our stamping. And what I wanna do is for the inside, I wanna use, like I said, this beautiful flower and use Berry Burst. I just wanna put that right there at the bottom. Really pretty. Now, while that's drying, I don't want to smudge it. I've got this pre-die cut, and we're going to use Blackberry Bliss. And I love that we have just photopolymer now, because I absolutely love to be able to see where I'm stamping. All right. You'll let that one dry. And while that one's drying, this one is indeed dry. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to find that sweet spot where it's right there in the center. And again, I'm going to hold down the bottom, lift up the top flap, and apply my adhesive. All the way throughout. Now I want to add just a little bit of adhesive in the middle, because next we're going to add our really gorgeous ribbon. And I just kind of want to make kind of a loop-de-loo, if you will. Just kind of maneuver it a little bit. Just like that. This one should be dry. We're going to go ahead and add 2 dimensionals on the back. Super easy. I'm going to put that one right there on the top. You want to make sure your ribbon and everything is going to fit within the parameters of your card, so that when you put it in an envelope for mailing, it will be very easy to mail out. And so the ribbon's going to look a little different on each card, but it's basically the same concept. It's just really, really pretty. I wanted to show it off, but I wanted also the greeting to be the main focus. So instead of putting the ribbon, say, down here on the bottom, I decided to just give it that beautiful background that it really desires. And so we're going to use the Berry Burst, this big one. Use just one of those, far left, and then 2 tiny little dazzling diamonds. I love to make everything sparkle. And that is how easy it is to create this card. Athena's Creations, my original design. And these card templates have been such a lifesaver when I know I want to do something fun, but I don't always know what I want to do. And then sometimes I don't always have it written, but this one is a center flip fold card. So fun fold, very easy to put together. So I will be sharing some more videos too on some more swaps that I'm in. And hopefully when I get back from on stage and maybe even at on stage, I'll share some of all of that I can with you. So be looking forward to that. Hope you're subscribing to the channel, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping.